Hello everybody, and blessings to you as we arrive at Imbolc. And normally I don't celebrate the Sabbats and the solstices. I'm not really a kind of very structured in my practice like that. I have tried in the past, but I found it all too much. I think I burnt out from trying to do too much. Instead, how I sort of honour these changes in the year is I tend to feel them in the air. Yesterday, which was 31st of January, the sun was out and I just had this need to open the windows upstairs in the house when I was getting ready, and I could hear all the birds, and I thought, oh, something is happening. We're a day away from Imbolc, and it really feels like it. The energy is rising. And recently I've been thinking more about being more creative in my magic in terms of doing artwork or using things in creative ways. And I had some flowers which had been sent to me by a family just to say that they're thinking of me because I've been in hospital, had treatment for cancer, and I'm just sort of going through that recovery process at the moment. And they sent me this small card with some flowers in it. And the flowers are, they're pretty much dead. But I looked at them yesterday and I thought, wouldn't it be nice to create something out of these flowers before I put them in the garden recycling and use them as an almost a way to bless this Imbolc this year, send out messages of abundance and love to all the animals and nature, and hoping that people are prosperous at this time of year. And so that's what I did, and that's what you can see on the screen now. So I took all of the rose petals off of the roses and laid them out, and it's not perfect, I know that, and I'm trying to actually let go of that need of perfectionism, because I think that's what's stopped me from being a bit more creative in my magical practice in the first place. It's that feeling that I have to get things perfect, and I see so many other people doing really wonderful creative things, and I just feel that I fall so far short of that. The inspiration for wanting to get more creative in my magical practice has come from Molly Roberts. If you haven't seen her YouTube channel, please go and look at it. She is an art witch. She has given me a real inspiration to go out there and get more creative. I put my goddess statue in the middle. I got that statue from Sons of Asgard in Glastonbury, and I put dried rose petals, and to me they were quite orangey in colour. And first of all I thought they looked like the earth, so I'll put them underneath where the goddess's feet. Then I thought they looked like fire, and I thought that was really appropriate because it was almost like she's coming out of the fire, she's emerging back out of the fire, and the light is returning, and that energy is coming back up, a bit like kind of Ace of Wands, the energy is coming back up, and we're into that period in the year where things are beginning again, and the energy is re-emerging, and life is emerging, and it's really exciting. And so that's what I did with that. I also drew a tarot card. I shuffled my Tarot of Oneness deck, and I drew the Three of Wands, which I thought was an appropriate card because to me that signifies a journey. There is work to do. We have got a destination to get to, which is what I feel Imbolc is around. The suit of wands, that fire suit, the creativity, the passion, the energy. We're there, we've started, and now we're on the journey heading towards spring, where new life is going to come into being. Hopefully lots of new life, both plants and animals and humans. Hopefully this will be a time of abundance for everybody, and that's the message that I prayed when I'd finished the flower, I don't know if you'd call it a mandala, but the altar display. And you know what? I really enjoyed doing that, even though it might, it's not a Van Gogh painting. It doesn't have to be. I'm learning that being creative, it doesn't have to be a masterpiece, but it's the intention that you put into it. And I really enjoyed, as I laid out the petals and I arranged the display and added things, I found that, my intention here was to create something symbolic of Imbolc and sending out that energy. And that's what I achieved through that. Feels like we're coming towards spring and things are emerging. I feel like I'm emerging from a bit of a difficult place, and I'm wanting to get going and reignite my magical practice in different ways. So that feels good. I hope you have a wonderful Imbolc. I hope you have an abundant period ahead over the next few months. I hope you start to feel more energized as we go forward and head towards spring. Many blessings to you. Take care.